Hi, my name is Poul Høilund. I'm a partner in the Danish architecture company called Norø. Today, I'm here to speak to you about one of our projects called the Danish Cottage. The idea behind the project is to show how it's possible to convert empty and abandoned houses in the countryside into recreational holiday homes. In Denmark, there is approximately 60,000 empty houses across the countryside. What you see here on the map is the southern part of Denmark, where the density of abandoned houses is highest. Some of these 50,000 houses is located in very beautiful landscapes and holds the possibility to be the perfect frame around a simple recreational life instead of just simple being torn down. The project is an attempt to try to create a typology that is just as recognizable as the Swedish red farm in the forest, a sense of longing and belonging. So when we focused around developing this project, we wanted to fulfill 6 different criteria. The first is the location. Is the abandoned house situated in a very beautiful setting where you could frame the view of a beautiful scenery? The second has been an idea about trying to minimize the border between inside and outside by creating new ways of letting the nature into the buildings. Third, we wanted to create a workshop space in this recreational home, both for being creative, active, or in order to be able to gather your family and friends for celebrations. As a number 4, we wanted to have this open fireplace as a place where you can gather at night when it gets cold. The 5th criteria has been to frame the outside, frame the long views on the landscape. And then the last one has been to frame the night sky, because out here in the countryside, it is actually possible to see the Milky Ways with your own eye. So the house where we have tried to develop the concept for the Danish cottage has been the area around Runeklint, 1 hour south of Copenhagen. The landscape is softly curved, a little bit hilly, and is filled with apple trees and fields. So the specific house we have chosen to work with is this old abandoned house. It used to be a place where the farmers would squeeze apples, so it's a very closed building. It has a small extension where the farmers used to have pigs inside. The whole view of the house is that it's put together by different materials and is in a very bad condition. The concept we have worked with in order to develop the Danish cottage has been, first of all, to remove the existing roof and strip down the walls of the house to only have the raw walls left. Conceptually, we have placed a new, highly isolated wooden house on top. The wooden house is supported on wooden pillars, as there is no guarantee that the existing walls is in a good enough condition to carry the load of the house placed on top. The look of the Danish cottage from the outside is a composition of different geometries put together. The colors of the house comes from a tradition in the region to whitewash the walls, and in this case it gives the bottom of the house a homogeneous look, despite that it consists of various different materials. And the green color on the top derives from the soil in the area. The layout of the ground floor plan looks like this. At each end of the ground plan there is an interior garden, while the part that is covered by the house above works as a creative space. The ground floor is not heated, but there is an open fireplace. Central in the plan there is a staircase leading upstairs. From the workshop area at the ground floor, it is possible to open the large gates to move the activities from the inside to the outside into the landscape. The wooden column in the corner is a part of the structure supporting the house on top. In the section, it is very clear to see how the spaces at the ground floor opens up into green interior gardens. The interior gardens open up into the landscape and towards the sky. So these interior gardens is where you both can find shelter from the wind. It is also the place where it is possible to take outdoor showers. You will be able to grow herbs and vegetables in here, and once you leave your holiday home, You will be guaranteed that wild animals such as rabbits and deer will not eat your herbs and vegetables while being away. When moving to the upstairs, you'll enter this very narrow staircase, which is cladded with wooden panels that gives it this feeling of moving into a barn or moving up to an attic. Above the staircase, there's a skylight, so there's this very soft light as you move upwards. When you look at the plan drawing for the upstairs, there's 2 small bedrooms where you will be able to lie in your bed and look towards the stars. And then there's one common space, a common area, from where you will be able to enjoy the beautiful views to the scenery or to the landscape. The landscape is carefully framed in these deep cutout windows where it is possible to sit in the window frame. To us, the Danish cottage is an example of how it could be possible to transform some of the abandoned houses across the countryside into these recreational holiday homes. We have tried to do it in a very simple and playful way that creates something that is both strange and at the same time familiar. Thank you for listening.